Good morning, people. It's your man Joshua Pondexter. Happy Friday. Hope all is well. We are ready for a big, successful weekend. Who's working? Well, if you need to, please do. All right, so this morning we're talking about freedom. Freedom. Financial freedom. And we're going to give you the seven pillars of financial freedom. So everybody want to be free. Everybody want to be a multi-millionaire. Does it really take that much money, tens of millions of dollars, to be free, to be wealthy? And the new wealth is freedom, right? So let's give you some parameters for these seven pillars. Pillar number one is clarity. You must get clear on where you are financially. You need to know where you are financially and what are your goals. So you need to have some financial goals. And so if you know how to set them, you can always holler at your boy, JoshuaPondexter.com, and we can help you. Clarity. You must get clear where you are financially. And as Jim Rohn says, if you got pennies in your pockets, you need to get clear on that. Don't run from it. Just acknowledge the truth and you can move away from it. Pillar number two, self-sufficiency, right? When you can cover your own expenses without outside support. You can pay your rent, your mortgage, your car notes. You can feed yourself. That is self-sufficiency. That's being an adult. So get off the internet talking about I pay my own bills. Whoop-de-doo. You are an adult. That's what you should be doing. You should be self-sufficient. And you should not be having other people support you financially. So that's self-sufficient. If you're not there, no big deal. Just acknowledge that and move away from that position. Number three, give yourself some breathing room, right? You are no longer living paycheck to paycheck, right? So paying all your bills, you're living balanced, you're not living above your means. Give yourself some breathing room so you can breathe. Because when that financial pressure is on you, it's rough. I've been in this entrepreneur world for almost 30 years full time, and I can remember quite succinctly looking up at the ceiling and thinking, wow, how am I going to pay my mortgage this month, right? There's no breathing room, right? Checks get tight, everything gets tight, right? So we all been there, right? Give yourself some breathing. And then number four, you have to create some stability. You have no bad debt, and you in a fully funded emergency fund. That's stability, right? And so in the entrepreneur world, you must learn how to make your paydays more reliable than a paycheck. I can virtually get paid every day in doing what I'm doing. Just like if I was to open up a store and sell sandwiches, people come in by, I'm getting paid every day, right? My employees got to wait till the end of the week to get paid, but the owner, can get paid every day. So create some stability. And if you don't know how to do that in your entrepreneurial journey, holler at your boy. We know how to do it because we have learned how to do it, right? Flexibility, number five. You could take 2 years off work if needed. That is significant flexibility. And I had to do it myself personally, not because I wanted to, because I contracted that virus, they were calling it COVID or whatever, and your boy was weak for 2.5 years, barely could walk around the block, man, come on. So I was virtually not making any money, had no energy to make money, didn't want to make any money, didn't want to do anything, so I had to step back, right? And praise be to the Most High God, everything turned on, lights didn't go out, things of that nature. But when I was trying to get clarity and get self-sufficiency, if that would happen, I'll be on your couch right? Number 6, financially independence. You can live off of your assets indefinitely. That means that you have to no longer work for money. You have stocks, you have bonds, you have a business that brings you residual income, and you don't have to be J-O-B in it, jumping out of bed, just over broke. That's financial independence, right? Abundance and wealth. You have more money than you will ever need, right? So, wow, that's wonderful. Most people will never get there, but actually you can, right? I got clients that they work 30, 40 years, husband and wife, work together, fireman, nurse, whatever, put a couple jobs together. Now, pension, Social Security, retirement accounts, they got more money than they will ever need. So the grandchildren really appreciate the sacrifice that those parents have made, right? So 7 pillars of financial freedom. You want to be free, right? We all want to be free. Freedom must be built. Freedom is not free. You have to work for freedom. So there's pillars. One is clarity. Get clear where you are financially. If you broke and you got pennies in your pocket, just acknowledge it. It's not a bad thing. It's just recognizing where you are and saying, hey, I can move up from here, right? Then becoming self-sufficient, right? You cover all your expenses with outside support, right? That's called being an adult. I don't care if you're a woman, a man, or whatever. That's just called being an adult. And so if you hadn't hit pillar number 2, you're not an adult. You're a dependent. Breathing room, right? You are no longer living paycheck to paycheck, right? You got some a few dollars left after the month. Beautiful. Then you develop stability, right? So stability gives you the ability to think and create, right? You have no bad debt, and you fully funded emergency fund. Emergency fund, 6 to 12 months of your bill money. That's a basic emergency fund. Flexibility. You can take off 2 years of work, right, and won't be impacted in a severe negative way. Financial independence. You can live off your assets. So this is a trick of the mind for us Americans, because we are trained to get liabilities, right? We'll go to college. That's a liability. You got to pay all that money, and then it doesn't have the return of investment unless you get specific skills that pay the bills, right? Houses, primary residence, they're not an asset. They are a liability, but they give you psychological comfort to have your children there, to be in a certain neighborhood, to educate. So that's a good thing. But understand, if you get a 30-year mortgage and you look at return on investment, you will have to get a 250% return just to break even on paying off a mortgage. But that's not what you're worrying about. You're worrying about some comfort, psychological comfort for yourself, for your spouse, for your children when you get a primary residence, right? So an asset is something that pays you, right? That could be real estate, right? If you don't want to be in real estate, or if you get a portfolio of stocks, dividend-paying stocks, it pays you, right? Or you have a business, right? And it pays you, right? So those are assets. And then abundance, the abundant life, right? I come that you may have life and you may have it more abundantly. That's talking about your spiritual life, right? The joy, the peace. Would you like some money to go on along with that? A lot of people out there selling that religiously, but a lot of people are not getting it, right? So you're going to have to build these pillars in your life, and they're pillars. And if you ever see a structure being held up by pillars, those pillars are strong and reliable. They are built. Look at those museums. They've been held up by pillars. So if you want freedom, you're going to have to build these pillars, right? I'll let your boy, JoshuaPondexter.com, right? If you want to learn how to build these financial pillars in your life, right? So we're here to serve. It's a Friday. So we're going to wish you peace, love, and soul, and bye for now.